Oh, I did a lot of walking. Uh, I had some errands to do just a bit before I started stream, and I kind of put them off a little bit when I probably shouldn't have. But, well, I got them done, and because I'm a little nervous with, uh, going to new places in a car, I walked there instead. So I did a lot more walking than I normally do. Or at least a lot more walking in areas that are not leveled. Because normally I walk around my house quite a bit. I tend to pace around a lot while I'm in my house. But, today was a different story, I guess. Maybe I should have downloaded Pokemon Go or something. Well, today is another Kingdom Hearts kind of day. Haven't done that in like a week or so, have I? Well, why don't we get started? Oh yeah, I should probably also turn down the audio for Kingdom Hearts because it likes to get loud. Alright, so when we last played, we beat up Roxas or something. The king went on ahead again. Can't he ever wait up? Not that I'm nervous, but I'm glad we can go back to Twilight Town anytime. Oh wait, we've already been talked to them. I went back here to save, if I recall. The experience point values are certainly higher in this game than they were in the first. I don't think I remember any standard enemy dishing out 400 experience. I don't know what Donald was doing there, but he was just sitting there, kind of chilling out. There's a lot of enemies here. willing to guess that enemies are an infinitely respawning sort here. Might be a good grinding spot, actually. Given, like, the sheer amount of experience that I gained from just killing one of those, like, taller shadow guys. Not even that hard, they just dish out, like, quite a bit of experience. Let's see. Status, there we go. Next level, I guess I would have to be grinding for quite a while, even with frequent 400. Oh, there are vehicles in this world. Like, cars, instead of just, like, boats and ships. Guess I was supposed to go here.
Dead end?
There's gotta be a path somewhere.
What are you going to do with us?
You're the fire that feeds Sora's anger.
No. Sora's in danger because of me. This way. Who? Believe in yourself. Come on, hurry!
Oh, okay.
Kairi, we're almost there.
By the time stream began, you were shaving your face that inherited your dad's facial hair genes. Yeah, I understand how that is. And the Roxas fight was last Kingdom Hearts stream. So that was like 2 weeks ago now. The castle's the enemy headquarters. It's probably swarming with nobodies. They're tough opponents, but they all have weaknesses. Try to find them out. Quality jail bars that are literally the size of Kairi, the spaces that is. They also didn't account for other people that can just make spooky dark portals in and out of the cell. Don't imagine the organization takes many prisoners on the basis that they suck at keeping them in. Yeah, probably. You guess you had left early or something? I think you weren't actually even around for that particular stream. If you were, I already forgot. It has been like 2 weeks, and a lot's happened in those 2 weeks for me. You can bet Organization 13 will be waiting for you in that castle. I don't need to tell you how powerful they are. Don't let your guard down. This sure is a strange world. The moon even looks like a small heart. Come on, now that we've opened the path to the castle, let's go rescue Kairi. Ugh. Dang, Mickey, what gave it away? The nobody decor all over this castle and how it's pale and ominous? The only thing it's missing is being able to, like, stretch into weird shapes. I'll save again so it doesn't have me do the puzzle after that. The Brink of Despair is what this place is called. How edgy.
Kairi, where are you?
Why does this, like, shot almost makes it look like
This is their stronghold.
Star Wars?
Be careful. I think we got company.
Well, it kind of is going in every shape, sort of. Yeah.
Namine. There you are.
Don't worry, the
Naminé?
the area names get more edgy.
Kairi, I'm afraid leaving is not an option. I'll take you to see Sora. You don't want that?
I do. More than anything. But not with you around.
If I had a heart, this would be where I'd die of laughter. You. Didn't Roxas take care of you?
You can take it from here, Riku. Riku?
Sayax, comedy genius. And there's Riku. He has a really edgy looking sword.
Wait! Riku, you're really here?
Oh. Wonder if he's still the type of person to tell Santa is fake, or if believing in Santa is part of his redemption arc. I think he's the man who turned into a giant flesh ship and then got exploded across the universe.
Yeah. This is it. This is it. Take this. It's over. Back off.
It'll make sense soon, With Kingdom Hearts, you never can tell. It'll probably be one of those things that only makes sense like 5 sequels down the line, or it could be made sense of in this very game. The only way to find out is to play all of them. It could also make sense in this game, and then they ruin it in the next.
Deal. Yeah.
And these enemies have a really obnoxious fighting pattern.
Yeah, yeah. Ha! It's over. Huh. Yeah.
Might make sense soon in a decade. That's the Kingdom Hearts hustle.
It's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I've heard.
Ha!
Kingdom Hearts is one of those things where, like, it either makes sense in this very game, like, just with 100 hours later, or it just doesn't make any sense ever until, like, they think to actually cover it. Knowing how long to wait for closure and putting up with Nomura's mad machinations until then. I imagine that Nomura basically just throws ideas around on like a dartboard and then just calls it good.
Deal. Ha! Done. Done. It's over. Ha! Yeah. Take this. Huh. Huh. Back off. Done. Rah. This is it. Yeah. Huh. Ha! This is it. Yeah.
At least enemies don't have to be like comboed to fully kill them. I wonder why they ever did that for bosses. Fun fact, supposedly Nomura was only drunk when creating one game in the series. Coded or recoded on the D. Given what I've heard about how that game is basically just retreads over retreads, I would not be surprised. Oh, now they're actually labeling it as Riku. The form Sora's longtime friend Riku chose. Though Xehanort tried to control Riku from within, Riku's heart proved stronger, but the only way to wield darkness fully was to become it. Riku began calling himself Ansem, perhaps as a sign of resolve. He would live in darkness if that's what it took to wake Sora. Nobody know-it-all? I'm guessing I found all of the nobodies in the game, then. Riku won't ever submit. The fight with Ansem in the first game is simultaneously, like, really cool and really garbage at the same time. Like, it's got moments where it feels really cool, but some of its moves are not very easy to understand, I find. Wow, this place looked big from outside, but the inside looks even bigger. If this is going to be our last battle, let's show them what we're made of. Golly, I feel darkness around us, but we haven't seen any members of Organization 13. But you know they always show up out of nowhere, so let's be ready.
Okay.
Cosmic Belt. And some pressuring you to get your essay delivered on time. Submit! One thing I will say is that due to the way that this game doesn't have like any sort of cooperative play, it's very hard to want to give your party members anything good in this game. Because, especially in this one, because they get like shafted quite often. I lost track of how many times they basically get punted out in favor of a one-on-one battle against whatever boss there is right then. Do you think we've chatted about how neat it would be to have the Mana series approach? Yeah. But I bring it up here because it's like, yeah, sure, I've got all these things I can give my AI companions, but like, I'm gonna be real with you, I don't care. You can have AI companions, or you can bring in 2 friends so that Goofy and Donald are useful. That said, the AI in the Mana series has actually been pretty useful for most of the games where you can actually have that. Did it give me more new stuff? I can buy Dark Shards now. I've honestly barely used magic in this game. Then again, I barely used magic in the first game as well, minus Cure. I used a lot of Cure in Kingdom Hearts 1. At least then you could spam it. Honestly, if any game needed the spammable
Sora,
Cure, this
done
game
well.
is the one that needed it.
Where's Kyrie?
Who knows? I expect she's catching up with her friend from the darkness.
What do you mean?
She doesn't need you anymore.
I'm supposed to believe that?
Well, you don't have to. But you can believe this. Organization 13 has no further use for you. Just look there. Our Kingdom Hearts. Thanks to you, we've collected countless hearts. Can you hear their euphoria? Now all they need is one more helping from the Keyblade Bearer.
Oh, we get a lot of Heartless.
But Kingdom Hearts.
Sora! Sora, it's really you!
Kyrie!
Huh? You leave Sora alone! Huh. Sora.
Take it.
Oh, she gets her own Keyblade.
This time, I'll fight. You know Sora's completely hopeless without us. Come on, Riku. Hit! Ha!
Well, well. Will the intrusions never end?
Why, Pete, this castle is perfect. Perhaps we should acquire it.
Well, the setup is kinda nice, I guess. But what about all the Heartless? Oh, this in-between world, it's way too close to the darkness. They ain't gonna listen to us here.
Once again, you underestimate me.
Kyrie's character arc is being a plot device goal in Kingdom Hearts 1 and being easily replaceable with a carve-out cardboard cutout in every other game. Also, how did they get there? They can teleport too. Oh, hi, Mickey.
It's been too long, my friend.
Ansem the Wise.
Oh, it's
Why
Ansem.
didn't you come to me before things got so bad?
Xemnas, the organization superior, is the nobody of Xehanort, my foremost apprentice. The burden was mine to bear.
Is that all?
I won't deny there was more. I was obsessed with thoughts of revenge. My apprentices stole everything precious to me. My research and my pride.
I can't help you with revenge.
I know. Riku's told me 1,000 times.
Where is he?
He must be with his friends by now. Riku was a great help to me. I found him wandering the darkness after you and he lost track of each other.
Gosh, we didn't lose each other exactly. Riku left, well, because Xehanort's Heartless was still inside his heart, troubling him. And he sure must have been suffering. But what I don't understand is why he looks like that now, when he's still Riku at heart.
I am to blame. When I met Riku the first time, he still had the appearance of a boy. Probably because he had such a strong heart. I asked him to find a young man named Roxas from Organization 13 and bring him to me. When I told him it would help Sora awaken from his slumber, Riku left without a word. He fought Roxas, and I can only surmise Riku lost that fight. Riku must have realized then, to fight in the realm of darkness, he would have to immerse himself in that same darkness. And when he did, you saw what became of him. When Riku brought Roxas back to me, he was introducing himself as Ansem. If that was what it took to awaken his friend, he was ready to live in darkness. Riku was the victim of my revenge. Oh, how my heart ached. I could only laugh to hide my shame.
I guess it must have been after that when I saw Riku again. He said he wanted to help Sora, but he made me promise. Promise that Sora wouldn't ever find out about what happened to him while he was out in the darkness.
My friend, the time has come. I must make amends to these young people.
Riku had to immerse himself in Flex Seal liquid to be protected from the darkness.
Get off!
Well, that was easy.
What's going on?
Have you been a good boy?
Show yourself!
Well, he showed himself.
Oh, it sounds like you haven't. Sora! Roxas!
Roxas? Hey, did he just call me Roxas?
You've really put Organization 13 in a pickle. I guess that must be why the Keyblade chose you. But man, did it pick a dud this time. You don't look like you're half the hero the others were.
Are you done rambling?
Rambling? As if.
He sounds
All
like
I'm
he would
trying to
say
tell you,
bogus.
traitor, is that your time is up.
Here he comes!
Alright, hello.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us. Got you now!
Huh? Oh, that's not what I was supposed to do, but it worked.
Clever little sneak.
Ouch. Ow. Ow. Did he say gnar? Ouch. Ow. I'm not able to approach this guy very well. Oh, now we've got pits. Also, that's not even the ceiling you're standing on, mate. Ow. Ouch. I wasn't prepared. Ouch. Oh, he hurts. Oh, I didn't restock my stuff. I think I'm being bullied. At least you proudly announce whenever you're having a reload. Something tells me this guy has, like, very light Matrix inspirations. Ow! Thanks, Donald! Oh, you've got two of them around me now, eh? Ouch. Okay, that is not... that is not something I can do without at least a few extra items. I might need to restock a little bit. Alright, I'll catch up on some stuff here. He turned himself into a pickles in this? No, please no. He would say bogus several times just to annoy his fellow organization members. I could see that. Let's get some ether here. And change these to high potions. Donald saved you from being utterly bodied. Yeah, that move is kind of insane. And Kingdom Hearts 2 seems to really like that kind of move, too. It's not the first time I've seen something like that. I think you just gotta mash the block/dodge button and pray. That's not a good sign.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us. Got you now! You clever little sneak! Yeah! Roxas! Back off! Come back up! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Ouch. I'm sure there's a fair way to... that isn't... hope you actually block them all. Probably. I will admit that this game isn't exactly easy to predict on that front. I kinda wish I could guard while in midair. I wonder if that's an ability. Ouch. Alright, he's reloading. And hello, Bulldog. How are you? I think that's something that you're just required to get beat up by. Because it doesn't seem right any other way. Okay, he's back to sniper mode.
Clever little sneak.
Oh yeah, I do have a magnet or whatever. I don't have reflect though. Ouch. Thanks, Donald. I think at this point I've specifically calibrated Donald to be like single-handedly one of the most useful things. Can you stop using this ability? Donald is saving my life with this. Okay, so he is immune to damage when he does that, apparently. Hopefully that actually deals damage. I don't think that is blockable at all. If it is, it's not a very easy to block one. Again? Oh, I wasted that hard. Okay. And I'm out of items too, so that's game right there, I think. Yeah. It was close to killing you, but still hitting you. Oh no, it's because I've got a ability that makes it so I can't get comboed to death. If I hadn't wasted that ether, I probably could have finished it. But yeah. And I do need to use the drive forms more often. But if I'm gonna be honest, the drive forms are probably not what I would consider to be well implemented at all. come to think of it, I would honestly say that a lot of this game feels at odds with itself. Like, it's still fun, but like the menu-based nature of combat almost seems off. I don't think I can block with this. At least I have my allies for this fight. When I was fighting Roxas earlier, it wasn't like that at all. This man's got needlers from Halo, except they're really useful. Like, let's face it, needlers in Halo were only really useful in the first game. Anti-form? I know that this is a thing, but I've never used it before. I don't know what this is. It's like shredding through his health, so there's that. It's also resulting in me taking a lot of damage too. When I can't revert from it. Oh, I just keep moving? Is that really what I was supposed to do? Just go in circles? Now I just feel like an idiot.
Gotcha now. Clever little sneak.
Pretty much the only thing I really knew about Kingdom Hearts 2 before going in was Anti-Form. And that was because it was like, ooh, look, you're spooky Heartless looking dude now. Okay, so now we know what to do with that. That makes that a little more reassuring. Oh god, even knowing how to do it, it's still kind of tense, though, I will admit that. It also helps if Donald and Goofy don't get in the way. Because when they do, that happens. Suddenly I'm not as okay with them being in the party for this fight. Donald is being melted. Action. Now I'm having trouble even getting a hit on this guy. Oh, so reaction commands can actually do pretty well. Okay. There we go.
Why did you call me Roxas?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hey, hold on.
Sora, it's tiny.
Uh-oh, they need our help.
Sora and Rico are together. We have no part to play here.
Gee, I wonder if Riku will ever change back.
Rico chose that form so he could use the power of darkness. It won't be easy.
Kairi, we're on our way.
We just had to get beat up by a dude with needlers for a bit. Needlers have their uses in Halo 2, but they couldn't target enemies with shield up for some reason. I mean, in Reach, though. In Reach, they were okay. They weren't, like, groundbreaking, I think. But in Halo 1, they were, like... If you were capable of dual-wielding in Halo 1, you could have easily broken the game in half, because even just one Needler will take care of all your problems, unless it's a hunter. His guns look really weird, but I guess that's the only way Disney would let him have them. Maybe. If it's any good, I also feel dumb for also assuming it needed to be blocked. Well, to be honest, I think this game doesn't... this is an issue the first game had as well. It's really hard to tell what should and shouldn't be blocked. There are some things where you should just dodge it normally, and then there are certain things where it wants you to block them, and there's not really any easy way to tell which the game wants you to. There's no, like, wind-up animation that most of them do. There's not, like, a flash for blockable or parryable things. I mean, it doesn't have to tell you all the time, but, like, I feel it would be a lot nicer if it was easier to tell for things that are a little trickier to deal with, or more damaging like that. Donald is being reduced to a fine puddle. Fragile mist of duck. Oh, yes. Of course, DMR was the best weapon in Reach. Well, DMR was pretty good, yeah. What's going on? Ansem was fighting alongside Kairi. Anyway, Kairi's under attack. We have to go help her. Doesn't look like we can get to Kairi directly from here. I know you're in a hurry, but we need to take that path over there. Oh, immediately into the grab attack, eh?
It's over. Take this. Back off.
Zigbunger. I still gotta play Bug Snacks at some point. Ow! Did I accidentally drive form? I think I did. I was hoping for more things to fight so it wouldn't be, like, super easy with this form. I don't like wasting stuff like that. That is actually part of the reason I don't like the drive form. Because, like, not only does it require you to be able to use drive form gauge to activate it, but it's necessary to get certain abilities, and it's also not like, at least in my experience, it's not like a substantial growth in power when using it. At least that's what it seems like to me. Oops, did I accidentally a war? Is that what I said? So didn't I accidentally enable, like, Auto Valor? No, I didn't. I will put Auto Valor on. That way I can hopefully utilize it more. Because as it stands right now, I barely use the drive forms, and it's because it requires me to have to do all that menuing. I continue to forget what you're configuration for AP was.
Kingdom Hearts.
Fair enough.
Rejoice and feast on these hearts we offer. Shine your pale light on this empty realm. Share your power with all nobodies.
Xemnas, is Kingdom Hearts ready?
Very soon.
Then I can end this charade?
Indeed.
How I've waited to hear that.
Probably gonna have to beat him up next.
Tiny, you are great!
Oh?
You are different, Kairi, but I'm just glad you're here.
You and Riku never came home, so I came looking for you.
I'm sorry.
This is real.
Wait, Ansem! I mean, Xehanort's Heartless. I never thought for a second that I'd ever see you again. Just thinking about all the things you did makes me really mad. But you saved Kairi, right? I have to be grateful for that. Thanks.
Riku, don't go!
Huh?
Kairi, what did you just say?
Riku.
I'm no one, just a castaway from the darkness.
Sora, come here. Say something to him. Here. You'll understand. Close your eyes.
Suddenly, he's shorter.
Riku! It's Riku. Riku's here. I looked for you.
Come on, Sora. You've got to pull it together.
I looked everywhere for you.
I didn't want you to find me.
But it was him that was helping us, wasn't it?
Huh?
Those clues we kept finding, that must have been Riku.
I was starting to worry you guys weren't ever gonna catch on. Sora never did pick the brightest friends.
What do you mean by that?
Why didn't you let me know you were okay?
I told you. I didn't want to be found. Not like this. I couldn't. I fought with Ansem, with Xehanort's Heartless. When it invaded my heart and I won. But to use the power of darkness, I had to become Ansem myself.
Does that mean you can't change back?
This battle isn't over. And until it is, I still need the power of darkness.
Then, let's finish it. You're still Riku, no matter what. So how about it? Think we can handle one last rumble together? The king's waiting.
Yeah, let's get going.
Oblivion has great strength and allows the drive gauge to restore quickly during MP charge. That sounds like it would be very useful. Height is simply a state of mind. Could you imagine if that was actually the case? Like, if you think yourself to be tall, you are tall. If you think yourself to be short, you are. Shapeshifter rules. You held onto that charm, that talisman of reunion, and really worked. I wanted to see you so badly, Sora. I missed you so much. In the past, I was overcome by the dark and betrayed you. Look what's become of me. I wasn't sure I wanted to see you, but Kairi insisted. It's amazing Kairi and you recognized Riku. He looks just like Ansem. I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw him. Where did Goofy go? There he is. So Riku is the one who's been helping us all along. You two must be the best pals for him to change his look to help you. Well, he certainly is an individual in Sora's life.
This spot should do.
What's this gadget for?
It's a device to reclaim Kingdom Hearts and encode it as data.
Not sure I get it.
I do not claim to know the outcome of this venture either. After all, hearts are unpredictable.
He's gonna shoot the moon. Some members of Organization 13 see fighting as a game. No matter what the rules are, you'll always have a chance to win. Don't miss that chance. I don't like the feel of this place. It's almost like a graveyard. Just about everything is in ruins. Do you know what it all means, Sora? Is this gonna be one of those, like, boss fight situations, or is it, like, boss rush situations, or, Ansem is pissing on the moon. No. It's magically locked. Okay. So, we got a bit of a boss rush thing going on, I take it. Gambler of Fate.
What's that? It's the King and Diz. I mean, Ansem the Wise. They must be higher up. We better hurry.
I'd rather we just skip the formalities.
A battle for time. Win the battle for time. This is a time-based battle. Finish off the enemy when their time gauge runs out. If Sora runs out of HP or time, it's game over. Finally, a gauge minigame is a boss fight. Great. What? What is this? What? Ouch. I have no idea what this... Ouch. Leave me alone.
Do you know the rules?
Oh. Get bent. There we are. This mechanic has reached its climax. I looked down at my phone, and when I turned back, Sora got turned into a dice. Funniest stuff I've ever seen. That was actually way easier.
How could you, Roxas?
That's Sora!
Oh, was this fight, like, usually really hard? I wouldn't know exactly.
You okay?
Yeah, no worries. Let's keep moving.
Only some mild head trauma. Also, I got turned into a card and a dice. Or a die. Oh no, it was just way less trouble than Xigbar. Not to my knowledge, it wasn't hard for me as I recall it either. Wonder how far the king went. I know he's strong enough to take care of himself, but I'm still worried. Ah, phooey, I was all ready and raring to go, but I didn't get a chance to fight. You can't really tell what's going to happen. Keep your guard up. Roxas, I know that name. Once I spoke with him. He reminded me of you, Sora. Who is he? Not bad, Sora. You've grown stronger. You don't need my weapon, Soul Eater, or the power of the dark yet. I've got the power of God and anime on my side. I should probably wait for everything to recover first. There we are. I'm almost willing to bet that most of the fights where Donald and Goofy are taken out of the equation, it's purely because the system can't handle there being more than what's already on screen there. God, anime and the Disney Corporation.
Only you could have made it this far in one piece, Roxas.
That's really getting old.
Yeah, he's Sora.
That smug look of confirmation on Sora's face.
Different name, same fate.
Oh, I actually get Donald and Goofy for this one.
Do you feel it? The moon's power. Moon, shine down.
Ouch. Ouch. Ooh, he parried me for a change. Not be really able to hit him very well here. He said I must die, apparently. Donald, stop healing yourself. Ouch. Oh, I thought it was closer than that. There we are. There we are. Oh, I can't hit him because he's invulnerable. Chill, mate, chill. Thanks, Donald. Jesus. There we go. I thought I had Auto Valor on, but I guess it never showed up.
Why? Kingdom Hearts. Where is my heart?
Xigbar was kind of a rough start to these final bosses. Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't get it. Why has everybody been calling me Roxas?
Because, Sora. Roxas is your nobody.
My... nobody? But that's crazy. I never turned into a heart... Oh. Right.
It was when you came to rescue me. Remember?
Xemnas was the one who found Roxas.
Oh, so that actually did have a plot element in the future.
That's why Xemnas brought him into the organization. But Roxas betrayed them. After that, I fought him because I thought it would help you wake up. I lost. But the next time we met, I made sure I was the stronger one.
I think that's like one of the few Keyblades with an actual sharp edge on it.
Why don't you quit?
Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than that.
Huh? Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
So it's true. You really are his nobody. Guess Diz was right after all.
What are you talking about? I am me. Nobody else. How many times do I have to beat you?
All right. You've left me with no other choice.
What?
I have to release the power in my heart. The dark power that I've been holding back. Even if it changes me forever.
He's got to stand. Roxas is straight up dead.
I have accepted it.
Diz, he could feel Sora. Oh, he told you how he felt, did he? Ridiculous. And nobody cannot feel anything.
If he had met Sora, things might have been different.
Maybe I didn't need to fight him after all. I think he left the organization because he really wanted to meet you.
Roxas. I wish I could meet him too.
You did. He beat the shit out of you like 3 times in a row.
All right, let's go.
Riku's high-quality 9S cosplay from Nier Automata. I still gotta play more of that, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Sora can't play with the big boy swords, so none of the ones you get have an actual blade. Or at least very few. I'm me, he says. It's a chain of memories callback. I didn't play that, unfortunately, so I'm lost on that reference. Riku's forgive me, Sensei. I have to go all out. Gotta love those. It's like single-handedly one of the most anime things you can have happen. Not sure where these goes. Nier is one of your favorite games, even if you only played it for about a month. I still need to play it, like, extensively. I've been meaning to, but I just never got around to doing it. Roxas left the organization because he was depressed and a full-time job with a Hot Topic squad wasn't helping him. That's most of the plot of 358 days. Bought it for PC, gonna give it a roll. I only have it on PC. I'm exhausted. Let's rest before we go. Is there a save point here? No. So we can't rest, Donald. Wonder what this castle was built for. It's pretty mysterious. Simple. It was built to be the final dungeon. So all of you were out adventuring while I was living a normal life. Why do I always get left out? You're going to have to tell me about it later. I feel that, Kairi. I met Roxas because of a guy named Diz. I didn't trust Diz at first, but we both needed each other's help. Pretty much the only thing I really know about 358 Days is that the plot is decent, but the gameplay is terabad. The Silent Hero. The Chilly Academic. Flurry of Dancing Flames. The Melodious Nocturne. the graceful assassin, the savage nymph, the key of destiny. I'm guessing that one's Roxas. The cloaked schemer, the Luna diviner, the gambler of fate, the silent hero, the academic. Yeah, I saw those ones already. The free shooter, the whirlwind lancer. I'm going to guess that the last one we have is the lancer then. 358 days was turned into full HD cutscenes for the collections, but it kind of kills the whole point of the game of Roxas being bored and sad for all them days. So you're telling me that the gameplay being, you know, widely regarded as boring is part of the plot? The Lancer was Zald and you killed him? Oh.
Handsome?
I'm a fool. I spent years studying the workings of the heart. Yet it seems I still haven't learned a thing.
What do you mean?
The process of encoding hearts is incalculable. The inhabitants of my Twilight town were data created from real hearts.
For better or worse, yes.
That they would think and behave the way I had
being
envisioned.
boring as fuck is part of the plot. That's terrible.
Is so much more than any system. I saw it when Roxas and Kairi crossed paths. I knew, but I was too stubborn to accept it. It's always the same. I try to wrap my mind around things my heart already knows, only to fail. While I was trying to bring Sora back, I had so many plans in store. But once Sora was an acting force, they fell apart. All my research amounted to nothing compared with that one boy's heart.
Handsome, a machine!
All the more proof that hearts cannot be contained by data. Run, my friend. It's going to self-destruct, and anything could happen.
But, Your Majesty!
Sora, the rest is up to you. And Roxas, I doubt you can hear me, but I am sorry.
Handsome!
My heart is telling me what I must do. Please allow me to do what it says.
No! Riku!
His heart's decided. We can't change that.
That voice coming from that body is so weird.
Who would dare interfere with my kingdom hearts? And look, here you all are. How convenient for me. Ansem the Wise. You look pathetic.
Have your laugh. I deserve as much for failing to see you for the fool you are.
Students do take after their teachers. Only a fool would be your apprentice. After all, none of this would have happened without you.
That's terrible.
You are the source of all Heartless. It was your research that inspired me to go further than you ever dared.
I admit, my disregard brought chaos to more worlds than one. But what were you seeking? You erased me from the world, only to take my name and continue research better left forgotten. Is this the answer you've been looking for?
All that and more. I'm carrying on what you yourself began, and I'm creating a brand new world, one heart at a time. I thought you'd praise me, but all you ever do is hold me back. I understand, though. Unlike me, you have a heart, and you're powerless to control it. Consumed by the jealousy you feel toward the student who surpassed you.
Xehanort, foolish apprentice of a foolish man. You have surpassed nothing, only proved how little we both know. We may profess to know the heart, but its essence is beyond our reach. We're both ignorant, as oblivious as when we began. I'm afraid that any world you try to create, any world of yours, would be an empire of ignorance. That is why you and your creation are destined to fall. We've said enough. Riku, you know what to do. King Mickey, my friend, forgive me.
This is it, Luigi. That couldn't have been timed any better. Gotta love pointless sacrifices. I think his was probably one of the most pointless. He was like, I'm gonna download Kingdom Hearts illegally from Vim.net. And then Vim.net was like, we got a DMCA from Nintendo. And Sony. Microsoft. And then he kerploded. This is what happens when you pirate video games. Don't be like Ansem, kids.
Riku! Riku!
Hegio Mechon noises.
Ansem did say anything could happen.
Apparently, Riku exploded so hard that he became a little boy again. Who knew the secret to becoming young again is just to explode?
What was that?
His eyes couldn't lie.
Lie? And just who were you trying to fool? Huh? Huh?
That face.
Riku, come on, man. Why did you try to do so much on your own? You've got friends, like us.
Useless. Vaguely helpful. There. A human puppy.
Have you forgotten? I'll tell you why. Because I'm not a total sap like you.
Say that again. What should we do, Riku?
We must defeat Xemnas. He's the organization's last survivor.
Right.
Come on.
Not as a little boy, he ain't Dark Ansem anymore. Good old texture faces, gotta love him. Nice descriptors, thank you. We keeping Riku in the party. Riku's got that drip. You know someone out there has modded Riku, so he has, like, supreme outfit. What even is the deal with Supreme anyways? I get that like it's a unbelievably expensive, for no apparent reason, brand of clothing, but it's not like that outstanding, I don't think. Yeah, that's kind of it. I like you, Riku, but your items are now mine. It's kind of, it's expensive and worn by kids who want to flex what they can spend. Ouch. I like how Riku doesn't thank you for healing him. Defense increased. Drive boost. I'll never stop loving the animations on every standard nobody. They've got some pretty unique animations, that much is certain. Okay, I do have Auto Valor on. Let's see what this drive boost has. I don't really need draw to survive. I can do a bit of that. The one problem I have is that I don't fully need Riku in my party. His abilities are not much. I wanted to try him out a little bit, but I need Goofy anyways to do Valor for him. Ouch. I wish I could have taken that with me over here. Ruin and Creation's Passage. Yep, we're peeking in edgy area names. We're clearly at the end. That we are. I just realized that my health gauge is like massive now. You can still read the word drive, not enough HP gauge. Is there actually a point where it starts covering the drive gauge? Because it's spiraling out towards the command menu, which is why I don't think that's how it is, at least. It's not enough until it's spaghetting all over the screen and fighting becomes impossible. It'd be hilarious if that was even a thing. I'm being bullied by geometry. More? Thank you, Donald. Just exaggerating. I mean, I know that it got pretty ridiculous with how health looked near the end game of Kingdom Hearts 1. And it wasn't just your health bar that was affected by that. Let's just train Donald and beef him up until he becomes the protagonist and not Sora. He was originally supposed to be.
There's gonna be no end to this.
Together we can stop them.
Be gone from here. Leave these creatures to us.
But there's no way we could take them all.
I will be sending them after Xemnas. Or perhaps you would rather fight them yourself.
Frankly, my dear, I'd rather run!
Off with you, then.
Well, if it ain't the Boat Boy King.
Time to weigh anchor, Captain Pete.
What, like abandoned ship? I don't think so.
Sora, your majesty, do not forget, when I've destroyed them all, this castle shall be mine!
Now looky here. Opportunities like this don't come along every day, you know. Bring 'em on!
Jiggle chin.
We gotta hurry.
But
they're doing what their hearts command. We can't interfere.
So many lads about just send Xemnas and ant infestation. I mean, that's about how useful shadows are. Not even a save point before this? Harsh.
Oh, my kingdom hearts. Ruined. No. I'll have to start all over again. Warriors of the Keyblade, go forth and bring me more hearts.
No!
Denizens of light, answer this. Why do you hate the darkness?
Because it bullies me.
We don't hate it. It's just kinda scary. But the world's made of light and darkness. You can't have one without the other, because darkness is half of everything. Sort of makes you wonder why we are scared of the dark.
It's because of who's lurking inside it.
Then allow me another question. You accept darkness, yet choose to live in the light. So why is it that you loathe us who teeter on the edge of nothing? We who were turned away by both light and dark, never given a choice.
That's simple. It's because you mess up our worlds.
That may be. However, what other choice might we have had?
Just give it a rest. You're nobodies. You don't even exist. You're not sad about anything.
Very good. You don't miss a thing. I cannot feel sorrow. No matter what misery befalls the worlds, no matter what you think.
Why is Mickey looking down?
Or how you exist.
I'm just clowning on this super intense endgame. I mean, isn't that how everyone goes about Kingdom Hearts? Oh, this seems familiar. Good luck. What do you mean, good luck?
Come close.
Where is he? Laser Keyblade. Who said you could be Star Wars? Platinum games tonight. 8 health bars, no Donald. Oh no. Ouch. Can you maybe don't? Oh, I didn't mean to heal right there, but sure. Oh, the guard hurts. he tried to guard, but he fell down the stairs while doing it. Ouch.
Come closer.
I messed that up. There we are. Just had to slap him a bit. You did it, game over, nice job. If only. He's gonna have like 5 billion different phases. I know how Square Enix works.
Sora! Where are you?
It wouldn't be a Square Enix game if it was just one phase for the final boss.
Sora, answer me!
You're okay.
Where's Xemnas?
Hear me, Kingdom Hearts. It seems we must begin anew. But know this. I will give to you as many hearts as it takes. Mark my words. You can no more be complete without me than I without you. Heed me, Kingdom Hearts. Lend me your power so that we may be complete. The power to erase the fools that hinder us.
Xemnas, no!
Hearts quivering with hatred.
Xemnas, don't!
Hearts burning with rage.
You never win!
Hearts scarred by envy.
They should have just had like a slow zoom in on Riku's face for that one.
Understanding, but it's not beyond mine. Hearts are the source of all power.
Because it looked like they were going to show every character. They should have just had, like, Riku stand there in silence.
Xemnas, you can't hide from us!
We're not gonna let him get away now.
Look at that!
What's going on?
Kingdom Hearts.
Let's go. Xemnas must be inside.
The worlds gave us this doorway. They want us to be the guardians of their destiny.
Once we go through, there's no turning back. It's victory or oblivion. So
The Elder Scrolls Oblivion? Oh no, Xemnas is an entitled fan on Twitter. He thinks he knows the single best way to go with the series. He's also got that top fan badge on Facebook. The door can see into your mind. That almost sounds like a quote that you would have heard uttered in, like, Charlie the Unicorn when that was still going on. Oh, it just forced Riku back in my party. It was, in fact, Charlie the Unicorn. Probably why I recognized it then. The Kingdom Hearts opened the door to Xemnas. We can't let this chance slip by. It's going to be a tough fight, but we can do it. Don't let your guard down. We may wind up getting separated at any time. Come on, let's save the world again. Xemnas has probably grown ever stronger and is waiting for us. The battle began with Ansem's research. Let's finish it for him. Do you remember before we stood facing each other on opposite sides of that door? Now we stand side by side. Let's go home together this time. I'm tired of waiting, so don't tell me to stay behind. From now on, wherever one of us goes, the other follows. Got it? Something tells me we're going to be separated yet again, because you certainly are a remaining plot point here. Beyond this door is the beginning of the end of your journey. Are you prepared for what lies ahead? Let's end this, so I can play Final Fantasy X. The winding wind wound up wounding him. You read that easily because English is dumb.
Get ready, Xemnas. It all ends here.
English is dumb. There's so many things that have the same spelling but mean completely different things, and that is a giant dragon.
So, it seems your hearts have led you to obliteration. Perhaps it doesn't pay to be too loyal to one's heart. I will have to be sure and remember that.
No! We can take him on our own.
Whoops. Looks like you get missed anyways, Kairi. I see where the budget went. He can throw buildings, by the way. I see that. Why are they jumping repeatedly? Knock enemies into the core to damage it. What? We got another gauge mechanic for the finale. This has gone directions I didn't quite expect. I mean, I probably should have expected them, because Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts. The music is going so hard. I mean, usually that's what happens with any JRPG near the end. The floor shark enemies are your least favorite to fight. I agree. They suck. Ooh. Oh, he can use everyone's ability. He sounds like he's trying to do an Aku impression, but his voice just doesn't work with it. That's really the best way I can put it. Maybe it's the use of the word fool that is giving me the Aku vibes. Samurai Jack is good, by the way. If you haven't watched it, I strongly recommend it. Alright, what's your next form?
I need more rage.
If you can't feel emotions, you don't have rage.
Hearts.
Xemnas, there's more to a heart than just anger or hate. It's full of all kinds of feelings. Don't you remember?
Unfortunately, I don't.
Gosh, you all did great.
Foolish anime teenager wielding a magic key stepped
You're coming back
forth
with us,
to
right?
I
oppose me.
had given in to the darkness.
Riku,
How am I gonna face everyone?
like this?
Oop. More bad stuff.
Hurry!
I'll open a path. Huh? Oh.
You don't belong in the Dark Realm anymore, Riku.
How do we get out of here, Your Majesty?
We die. This is the end of Kingdom Hearts. They just die. Or Naminé appears out of nowhere.
Ridiculous.
Well, I'm not sure. But we better hurry and get through.
Wait for me!
Come on!
Thank you, Naminé.
Sure. See? We meet again, like we promised.
Huh? You said we'd meet again. But when we did, we might not recognize each other.
I did, didn't I?
But I knew you.
It's strange.
I think I understand. I see myself the way you remember me. And you see yourself the way I remember you.
I always thought nobodies were doomed to fade back into darkness.
Yeah. But you and I didn't. We got to meet our original selves.
So, we can be together again.
Right. Anytime Sora and Kairi are together.
We'll be together every day. Right, Sora?
Yeah.
What is that face, Sora?
Look sharp.
Huh? Don't worry. You're all still you.
Hey, let's go home.
Riku, come on.
Yeah.
Sora, Riku!
What?
The final battle. Oh, Castle Alexandria got mixed with a dragon. You're right about him having 500 other forms. Well, I mean, I've played enough Square Enix games. They're all like this.
Sora!
The new Skyrim patch is looking pretty good. To be honest, the cell shading style of Kingdom Hearts holds up really well. Are we gonna have like a bullet hell segment?
we are. This is just like Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry also had like a weird bullet hell section at the very end. Though I think Devil May Cry 1 was more infuriating to deal with. I leveled up in the middle of the final battle. Well, there goes, like, the castle canisters, or whatever. You know, now that I think about it, the PS2 really liked its weird auto-scroller bullet hell segments. A lot of bosses on, like, PS2 games had something like this. It's kind of a weird thought. I mean, it's cool even as a visual spectacle kind of thing. Yeah, I think it was mostly just like with anything during the PS2 era, it was just the developers of the games for that era were just really hyped about all the power they had at their fingertips. Because when the PS2 was, you know, brand spanking new, that was like unheard of levels of power. I wasted that, I think. The dragon only attacked with lasers. I don't think Sora could win here. Yeah. Looks like a giant transformer. Oh, he's just still chilling out on the dragon over there.
Hey, Riku?
Yeah?
I wanted to thank Naminé, but I couldn't bring myself to say it. Not until everything was back to the way it was before.
Don't worry. We'll make that happen. Once this is over, you can thank her all you want.
Yeah!
I'm gonna smack a man who doesn't know how to stand. That was rather delayed. Whoa. I can really jump here. Ouch. I came in just the right time. I'll just do this so I can heal later. Welcome, Gabe. How are you? Okay. You gotta press square to glide? Is that a oh, it's a thing I can do here? It didn't... I don't think it let me know. The info thing said so? Oh, then I completely missed it. It mentioned it for a while before the segment where you needed it. That sounds like classic Kingdom Hearts right there. Managed to dodge the laser beams. This is kind of a pain in the butt to dodge. Also, this entire fight is kind of disorienting when you're far away like this. You want to be useful, Riku? Nope, here's that combo thing coming into play again. There we are. I had a serious problem with the flying segments in Proud difficulty. Yeah, I can imagine that. How many final bosses use entire buildings as projectiles? I imagine it's something that would happen in Bayonetta.
Heroes from the realm of light. I will not allow it to end this way.
I will in just a moment, after the battle is done. Or if I die. Whichever one comes first.
Then surely we nothings must be the same. Eternal.
You're right. Light and darkness are eternal. Nothing probably goes on forever too. But guess what, Xemnas?
That doesn't mean you're eternal.
No more eternal than that radiance of yours. Anger and hate are supreme.
Whoa, hello. Chill. And he hurts. I don't have glide anymore. This is super annoying. What in the world? Okay, that is not fun. That segment right there. Alright. Takes a lot to learn this phase, but you'll get the hang of it. Sora and Riku jumping Xemnas in the Walmart parking lot. Gonna be on World Star. This arena looks nothing like a... yeah.
Anger and hate are supreme. We shall go together.
I noticed that Kingdom Hearts really likes always having, like, the one phase of the final boss that is just complete ham. There's like always one phase that will basically be the hard one, and then all the other ones will be like complete pushovers, it seems like. At least that's what I've noticed so far, because it was the same way with the first game. There's like one particular phase of Ansem that was really difficult, and then everything else is just really easy in comparison. Okay, here we are at this again. Again? Really? Thank you, Riku. What's going on? A quick time event? I guess we got a quick time event going on now. How long does this go? Ugh. Hopefully that's the actual end. It isn't!
We did it!
I wouldn't be too sure of that. Sora, I can't.
Don't say another word. It's not over. It's just not.
How can you say that? Even if we could go on. Look where we are.
Aw, come on, Riku. You've been hanging out in darkness too long. You gotta try and think positive.
Sora?
Hmm?
You lead.
Got it.
You know? I always figured I was better at stuff than you.
Really?
Are you mad?
No. I kinda always thought you were better at everything, too. Riku, look. What's that light?
You're depressed? Just smile, dude. Yeah, that's great advice. Oh, now we're in the world of darkness.
End of the road.
Yep.
Put me down. I can walk.
You know, maybe the darkness has gotten to me too. Riku!
Not as bad as it did Riku. Riku dead.
This world is perfect for me. If this is what the world really is, just this, then maybe I should fade back into darkness.
Riku.
If the world is made of light and darkness, we'll be the darkness.
Yeah. The other side. The realm of light is safe now. Kairi, the king, and the others are there.
That's what I mean. Hey, Sora. Could you help me? I want to get down to the water.
You might want to change the position of that hand there, Sora.
At least the waves sound the same.
It's almost awkward.
What I said back there about thinking I was better at stuff than you? To tell you the truth, Sora, I was jealous of you.
What for?
I wished I could live life the way you do. Just following my heart.
Yeah, well, I've got my share of problems too.
Like what?
Like wanting to be like you.
Well,
give the BL fans some slack.
Something you can never imitate.
Really? What's that?
Having you for a friend.
Then I guess I'm okay the way I am. I've got something you could never imitate too.
I should probably keep my finger over the mute button for this game, because something tells me copyrighted music is coming up.
Sora? I think it's for you.
Thinking of you wherever you are. We pray for our sorrows to end. And hope that our hearts will blend.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it's getting there.
And who knows?
We'll see? It could be fine.
So hard. Or maybe it's already begun. There are many worlds, but they share the same sky. One sky, one destiny.
Oh, there's a big gate of light.
The door to light. We'll go together.
Oh, yeah. This is an orchestral version, no pesky incriminating lyrics. Yeah. Feels kind of silly that a company allows you to play their game, but not the music in that game. Welcome to music labels and Disney. Pretty much the entire reason the DMCA problem even exists to begin with is because music labels have abused their power for so long. Oh, are we gonna reenact the dream sequence of Kingdom Hearts 1? Okay, maybe not. We're not endlessly falling. Water looks good, though.
Sora! Riku!
Oh, there it is. There is the copyrighted music, and we on mute now. So... thoughts on the game? I still like Kingdom Hearts 1 better than I did Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 feels like it was trying to make the games more action-focused, while also kind of... So if chat starts reciting lyrics, will we get in trouble? I don't think so. They just tell the elderly drunk rock stars that their music being played on streams is stealing, and they believe it because they can't be effed to understand the internet and laws. I think also another thing that kind of bothers me about it is just this is something that's been happening for a while. In fact, it's like the majority of those issues started with YouTube. But what I was saying is Kingdom Hearts 2 was like trying to become a little more action focused, but it kept that like weird menu that it had going before. And due to the way the menu works, it honestly kind of gets in the way of the action focus more times than not. Or at least that's how I feel. Because, like, if at any point you have to use an item, you have to go through some, like, 3 or 4 menus just to heal yourself. And in an action setting, that just results in death. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's outright killed me several times. That's not to say that Kingdom Hearts 1 didn't have its own issues. Every game's got their own issues. Even the games that I love, like Dark Souls, have their issues. But I think it's also a good idea to keep those issues in mind when talking about a game. Because to some people, yeah, like, they won't mind that as much as others. Some of the issues that Kingdom Hearts 2 has, I don't mind too much. Like, the more action focus wasn't too bad. I just kind of wish that the menus were changed, because they don't work very well for the faster pace. Gotta hand it to the creative art team. They made a lot of fictional shapes and textures for things. That they did. I remember seeing that Final Fantasy VII Remake slows the world down when you have to menu mid-battle. Kingdom Hearts could use that going forward. It at least makes it less likely that you die as you select items. Oh, for sure. It's probably one of the bigger complaints I can levy against this game. Another one that I think probably needs some work is the entire drive system. The drive system is how you learn certain abilities in this game, but the problem is, every time I've used the drive abilities, it didn't feel too much like they were necessary to progress, which led to me not using drive forms very often. It also didn't help that they were at the very bottom of the menu, so you had to really put some effort in to just use your drive forms. I personally don't have that kind of APM. I was never like, one of those professional players at StarCraft. I might have been good at Zerg rushing, but once you start getting into like the super complicated strategy types, I would be decimated in an instant. At least having shortcuts to in-battle options is good enough for me. PSO had that pretty well placed. Oh, PSO is almost perfect, I think. I kind of wish PSO 1 had slightly more active combat, because it is a little on the slow end. In fact, I would say if we could get like a wild mix-up of PSO 1, Phantasy Star Universe, and PSO 2, we could probably get like the perfect game. Because Phantasy Star Universe is already like the best of the 2 games, but it has its own issues that are unique entirely to it. Haven't tried out New Genesis. I tried it a bit. I couldn't get into it. Oh. I think this is non-copyrighted here. I can probably turn that on. But, I don't know. New Genesis didn't stick with me. I kind of just deleted it shortly after getting it, because it just didn't have the stay that some other games have had for me. I even liked the original PSO2 more than New Genesis, and I think New Genesis, its biggest issue is that the world is so open and full of nothing. Like, it has some stuff going on in it, but it feels very empty, and that's an issue I've got with a lot of different open world games. If I was to change, like, the control method of Kingdom Hearts to make it more accessible in terms of, like, item usage in an action combat sort of way, well, first off, I would have actually put the triggers to use. Because I don't know about it if it was used in the original version, but I don't think L2 and R2 were used ever in this game. It might have been used to control the camera in the original, because I know the first Kingdom Hearts had that. And well, kind of stuck on the copyrighted in-game music stuff because it is so dumb. You'd think that stuff would be protected to not kill streamers playing the game because it's in there and it's okay. You would think so, but a lot of the music industry does not care. And a lot of the game developers these days are trying harder and harder to make it so it's safe for streamers, because they recognize that a lot of streamers are basically free advertising to their games. But this means that a lot of those older games are not safe. Games nowadays have streamer safe mode, but what about old GTA games and such with real music in the radios? Yeah, that is definitely an issue. It's almost like copyright laws still have some adaptation to do in the internet age. Copyright laws as a whole need an entire reform, because they are seriously out of date these days. Tron was doing some dancing. As long as we have elderly people in government, I don't see copyright laws changing. Honestly, I think that no matter what, the copyright laws are probably not going to change much, because right now, rich companies are still able to get something out of it, and they've got more leverage over our government than one would think. It would be lovely if the copyright laws were to change, but I think first off, we'd have to have companies that aren't so scummy and trying to exploit people for more money. Oh yeah, it's that world I never visited. I guess they kind of solved their own issues, didn't they? Name the hardest boss for me in this game? Hardest boss for me in this game? Probably the fight with like, in terms of, like, required bosses, the fight with Roxas. Because that killed me, like, 3, 4, maybe even 5 times. Out of every boss, though, the optional fight with... I don't even know what his name was, but the shield guy, the ice shield guy from Organization 13. He's a total pain in the butt, and his moveset alone is not very hard. But what makes him hard is that you have to juggle him and the data collection, because he'll like send a dark version of Sora to come around and stun lock you in the air, and that's just fun. Vexen, yeah, him. He was probably the hardest fight for me overall. Real name Evan, but it's pronounced like Evan because screw you, it's Final Fantasy. Oh, you mean like how Cecile's name is pronounced like that? I used to think that it was Cecil for the longest time. I didn't find out until very recently that his name is Cecile, the main character from Final Fantasy IV. And then there's Tidus. Yeah, his name is pronounced Tidus. Everyone pronounces it Titus because it sounds better. Have you been saying it wrong? Yes, you've been saying it wrong if you've been saying Cecil. It's Cecile. Do I blame you? No. Cecil sounds a lot cooler. Tidus. Yeah, it's Tidus. They even pronounce it that way in the game. Or, no, not in the game, because they never actually say his name. They pronounce it in... what was it, Dissidia? Whatever one...
Nothing's changed, huh?
I forgot.
Nope.
But they pronounce his name in, like, other Final Fantasy games. And they pronounce it as Tidus.
But part of one that's much bigger.
Yeah.
Hey, Riku. What do you think it was? The door to the light.
A plot hole.
This.
This?
Yeah. It's always closer than you think.
Sora! Riku!
I got vodka.
Hey, what's up?
Look.
Oh, it looked like she was holding a bottle of vodka. Did it. Would have been funny if it stuck with a couple minutes of him trying to get the note out of the bottle because physics. This letter is our gateway to coded, but who cares? Most used summon, Chicken Little, 0 times. I healed party members 121 times. Completion of gummy routes, 9%. Wait, 9%? Was there multiple gummy routes I could take? Huh. And I was only saved by Mickey once. And that was... What about how many times Donald healed me? They should have that. They should have that tracked. Well, so that was Kingdom Hearts. So, didn't quite expect to be beating that today, but we're now done with Kingdom Hearts 2. And next Monday we'll be playing Final Fantasy X. Or would you prefer that we finish up Resident Evil 8 first? Because we're close to completing Resident Evil 8 as well. So, like, either or works for me. But I do want to get Resident Evil 8 out of the way at some point. Resident Evil 8 sounds good? Alright, so what we'll do is Monday we'll complete Resident Evil 8, and when Resident Evil 8's completed, which shouldn't take too much longer, I think, once that's completed, then Monday will definitely be Final Fantasy X. And then when we beat the Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected on Wednesday, or a Wednesday, I'm not sure which one yet, we will move that one over to the Devil May Cry remake, finishing that, and then going over to something else. Oh, Devil May Cry 5. Yeah, because I still have to complete all of the Devil May Cry games. Wanted to experience Final Fantasy X on your own? Also haven't even bought Final Fantasy X. I mean, it's like $20, isn't it? I would suggest, if you're, keen on watching me play the game, that you try and snag it and play it before I start up. Or, if you would rather just watch, you can do that too, but that's up to you. Let's see. Final Fantasy. I think I've got that somewhere in this giant list that I call my Steam library. There we are. Okay, it's $30. Oh wait, but you're like in Brazil. You want to check how many hours FF10 takes to finish? Let's see. Okay. The main story of Final Fantasy X takes an average of 40 to 60 hours of gameplay, depending on the pace of the player. There's almost 10 hours of cutscenes. You may also lose some battles, forcing you to rewatch some scenes, increasing your playtime. Oh no, it's that old, isn't it? No! It's gonna be one of those, you died to a boss that had like a 15-hour cutscene before it, and you gotta redo it. No! Well, okay. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Hey, at the very least, we didn't play Kingdom Hearts 1 on the original version, because if you do play the original version of Kingdom Hearts 1, the Riku fight has like a huge cutscene before it to basically preface the whole thing, and if you die, which you typically would because it's a very hard fight in the original, still is even in the final mix, but like, oof, the original, you'd have to sit through the cutscene, and that just get you angry, and the angrier you are, the worse you play. And before you know it, suddenly, you're in pain. Guess I might end up sitting off the streams. That's fine. You don't have to, you know, watch every single stream of mine. Just showing up every now and then is fine. And you don't even have to do that either. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Doesn't even have to be here. It could be elsewhere. Alright, take care, V. I am going to see if we can find anyone else playing Kingdom Hearts real quick. Hopefully someone playing the first game. Not that it actually matters anymore, because I've been playing... Well, I've beaten the second game now, so... I guess it doesn't matter too much anymore? Let's try this individual right here. There we are. Well, we'll raid this individual, and I want to thank you all yet again for coming around and hanging out. I hope all of you have a lovely day. And I will see you Wednesday, unless something comes up. But it shouldn't. So, ciao!